Hey, how's it going? Thanks for being here. So today's video is in collaboration with Claire and Bloom, and I'll be sharing with you guys my 3 favorite notes that scream fall to me. So if you're interested in seeing what I have to share, then let's get into it. So as I mentioned in the introduction, today's video is in collaboration with Claire and Bloom here on YouTube. So on her channel, she mostly reviews fragrances, and what I appreciate is that her reviews are always very thoughtful, but she delivers them in a very easy to listen to way. It's just a very relaxed vibe over there on her channel. And what I appreciate most is that she is able to get her hands on newer releases pretty close to the release date, and she's able to share her thoughts on the fragrances in terms of how they smell and the performance. And what I appreciate about that is that instead of me having to go anywhere, I can hear her thoughts, and she has pretty much, I resonate with most of her opinions in terms of fragrances. So it kind of helps me in terms of deciding whether or not a fragrance is worth pursuing for my own collection. So I imagine that sounds really good to you. So I encourage you to go check her out. I'll have her channel linked up above as well as in the description box for you to go and subscribe to her. So you're here to find out what are my 3 favorite notes that scream fall, and I'm here to tell you. So basically, when it comes to fall, I've mentioned before, I live in the Bahamas and we don't really get seasons like that, but it doesn't really stop me from dressing fall-y or smelling fall-y. But there are some notes that I've encountered that when the season starts to change or the date changes and fall officially begins, I tend to gravitate towards these 3 scent notes. So what I'll be doing is sharing a perfume as well as a fragrance mist that features these 3 notes, not all. One of the notes. I think it'll make sense once I show you. And these are the kinds of fragrances that I enjoy pulling when fall is here, which it is now. So let's get started. So first up, one of the notes that I tend to feel more inclined to wear when fall has started are spicy notes. Now, I don't really necessarily have a spice in particular that's my favorite, but the 2 fragrances that I have to share with you share pretty much the same note, and that is cinnamon. So first up, I have Limone e Vanilla, and this is from Fragranza, and this is a dupe of Lira from Xerjoff. So this is one that has a citrusy, sweet, warm quality about it, but it also has a prominent spiciness. But the reason why I like this so much is that it's not overly spicy. Like, it's definitely more sweet than spicy, but it's just enough where it adds a little bit of interest without getting too annoying, because spicy notes aren't my favorite, but they're up there. I actually have a video of, I think I'm even wearing the same shirt, where I talk about my favorite spicy notes as someone who doesn't really like spicy notes. I'll link the video up above if you're interested. But yeah, love the scent. I typically don't wear Limone Vanilla outside of fall or winter. Not that it's heavy, but it's just, it smells like harvesty, fall-y season, holiday season. I hope that makes sense. I think it does. And the fragrance mist that I like to wear that features spicy notes is Pumpkin Pecan Waffles from Bath & Body Works. Now, this is one that I definitely have no interest in wearing outside of fall. I don't even think I bother in winter. I just feel like this is just such a fall-specific scent, and I haven't smelled it in forever. Yeah, it's a strong one. It's delicious, but it's strong. And the notes on the back are maple syrup, golden waffles, pumpkin spice, and brown sugar. So pumpkin spice features cinnamon as one of the notes, hence why it's here. But yeah, this is a good one. It smells edible, sweet, and spicy, but again, my kind of spicy where it's sweet mostly and edible mostly, but there's a little bit of spice to just add a bit of interest. And yeah, I enjoy wearing this. I wouldn't start wearing this just yet, just because of how powerful it is. Perhaps I would reserve this for evenings, but this is one that packs a punch. Now, this is last year's packaging, so I can't say for sure how the performance is of this year's iteration of Pumpkin Pecan Waffles is, but if you know, let me know down below in the comment section, because I'm curious to see if it's weaker or stronger or the same. So next up, one of my favorite notes to start wearing when fall has started is Bourbon Vanilla. And I'm a fan of the note of vanilla in general, but when it comes to different variations of vanilla, when the season of fall has begun, I tend to want to start reaching for scents that have a bit of depth to them. And I feel like the note of Bourbon Vanilla has just what I'm looking for, because it's kind of slightly boozy in nature, dark, but still palatable, because I don't want anything too dramatic, but dramatic enough where it doesn't smell like a tropical or summery vanilla, you know what I mean? So the perfume that features Bourbon Vanilla that I tend to really start wearing a lot when it's fall is Flower Elixir from Kenzo, and the bottle is so big it can't even be in the frame. So this is one that features the note of Bourbon Vanilla. And this is one, again, like, I'm just a fan of sweet smelling scents. And this is one that is just that. It's kind of powdery, it's fruity, but it also has like a sweetness to it. And I've worn it outside of the fall season before, but I feel like this one shines because of its powdery quality as well as the sweetness that it has. And it's not necessarily heavy, but I wouldn't necessarily describe this as airy. So it's kind of in that in between, which I feel like for me, fall tends to be, at least where I live, the region I live in, fall is kind of like, when it comes to what I want to wear, I don't necessarily want to, I want to smell pretty much balanced between something that's light but something that's heavy, so medium. And I feel like this is, the Flower Elixir has that balance that I crave, and I really love it. So the fine fragrance mist that I have that features the note of Bourbon Vanilla is Bonfire Bash, and this is from Bath & Body Works. And the notes on the back are vanilla bourbon, creamy sandalwood, and cashmere musk. I love this scent so much. Again, it's sweet, but it has like a sexy, smoky, musky vibe to it as well. So I love that. Edible, but also has like different components to it that make it interesting. This is another one that is also strong. Now, this particular packaging was released in the summer, right? Not this past summer, but I think it was last year's summer, right? And I think it was essentially reserved for evening time, but I feel like in the fall this would be perfect for day or evening just because of the nature of its scent profile. But I love it. It's warm, it's addictive for sure, and I just feel it has like this cozy vibe to it that I feel is pretty much synonymous with fall in my eyes. So the last fragrance note that I tend to crave when it comes to the fall season is coffee. Now, I don't really drink coffee like that. Pretty much I rarely drink coffee. I mean, I'll admit, when it comes to pumpkin spice season at Starbucks, yes, I indulge, but I don't like, I don't know, I'm just not a coffee drinker, let's just put it that way. But I do like how coffee smells, and I do like smelling like coffee. And for me, coffee is the kind of note that I feel has like, it makes me think of togetherness for some reason, and it makes me think of, I just have positive associations with it. And the first of the fragrances that features the note of coffee that I have is the scent Private Accord For Her from Hugo Boss. And this is probably my favorite way that coffee is done in a fragrance, because it's not overly coffee in your face, but again, it's that kind of note that adds depth to what could be an otherwise not even playful, but just not even light. And when I say light, I don't mean in terms of performance, I just mean in terms of the intensity of the smell. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, beautiful, has like a peachy vibe to it with the osmanthus note. It's warm, it's lovely. Actually, does this have peach in it? Child, I don't remember, but I love it. I think it only has like 6 notes. Let's confirm. Okay, so no peach, but the notes are mandarin orange, coffee, osmanthus, cacao, and tonka bean. So love this scent. I would describe it as kind of, again, slightly warm, spicy, but sweet. It's not doing too much, but again, it gives the vibe of, like, for me, fall because of its cozy factor. Now this one is one that can pretty much, I feel like the general consensus is that it's not the best performer, but I find that when I kind of spray a little heavier, kind of douse myself in it, hence not even the dent, just the usage of it, I get better wear with it. But yeah, I love it. I love it. And I haven't worn it since winter, so I'm pretty excited to start wearing it again. It might be too warm for me to really start wearing it, but I don't know. I might try it on a warmer day just to see what happens. So my fragrance mist that I've chosen that features a coffee note is Vanilla Mocha Cream. And this is from Bath & Body Works, of course. And the notes are Cozy Cappuccino, Vanilla Orchid, and White Tonka Bean. Again, so edible, so sweet, and so just delicious smelling. And yeah, this is like another one of those kinds of scents that just gives off really cozy vibes. I feel like all of the scents I've shared, maybe not pumpkin pecan waffles, but maybe, are all ones that I would wear to feel cozy in the fall. I realize that now. These all give off like a cozy vibe. And I think what it is about coffee is that it kind of feels like, you know, in the morning, like congregating, hanging out, and just chilling with the people you love. Again, even though I don't really drink coffee like that, but that's what it gives me the feels of. But yeah, love this scent. I'm cherishing it because this was one that was released, I think, in a kind of surprising way. I don't think much people were expecting it to be released because this is a repackage of Vanilla Mocha Cafe, allegedly. But it would be nice to see if they bring it back this year, just to see, because I wouldn't mind having like a body lotion in this scent. Because this is one that I would love to layer just to add that like more cozy edible vibe to it. So yeah. So yes, those are all of my favorite fall notes featured in my perfume and fragrance mist collection. I do hope you enjoyed. Let me know down below in the comment section what your top 3 fall favorite notes are. I am very curious. And please don't forget to head over to Claire & Bloom's channel and give her a subscribe. Check her out. I'm positive that you will enjoy what you see. So if you liked my video, go ahead and give this video a like. And if you're not subscribed already, I encourage you to subscribe. And if you would like to support my channel even more, feel free to buy me a bubble tea. All that information is down below in the description box. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you later. Bye! Hey, how's it going? Thanks for being... Hey, how's it going? Thanks for being here. So today's video... Out of practice, maybe. So you're here to find out what are my 3 favorite... Why is that so hard to say?